Hi, this is Jamie Magrich. I'm coming to you from my craft table today. I'd like to show you how to make this card that I just made today. It's a simple one, but it's really pretty. So let me sweep down and we can get started. Make sure you can see. Alright, we're going to be using the Snowflake showcase, or at least part of it, which is new promotion from November 1st through the 30th while supplies last. This is the card again, a little bit better view of it. Put it up here so it's out of the way. It has two stamp sets, Happiness Surrounds. I'm not using this one today, but I did want to show you. This one has some flowers and other sentiments that aren't necessarily holiday. Put that behind me. I am going to be using this one. This is Snow is Glistening. I'm going to be using this stamp and this sentiment. It's really, really pretty. It also, in that suite, there's framelets, snowfall thinlets. I'm going to be using quite a few of them. I've got them laid out a little bit because I'm going to use them on my big shot. So I'll show them to you, the whole bunch of them, afterwards. But these are the ones that I'm using. I'm using this flowery type one. There's this snowflake swirl. I'll go ahead and put that right on my big shot. This is a piece of balmy blue. It's just a scrap piece. Well, it's a quarter sheet that I've already cut some out of, but so it's basically a scrap piece. Okay, and then I'm going to be using this big piece, this giant snowflake. It's really pretty. And then I'm going to cut out a bunch of these little snowflakes. I only used 2 on my other card, but I have a little bit extra space, so I'm going to cut out some snowflakes while I'm at it. And then this is the rest of the snowflakes that are the dies that are in it. There's some leaves, some flowers, so it's going to be a good general all-purpose all-year die set as well. Okay, put this back on here so I don't lose any little pieces. The rest of the products that we're going to need is piece of Whisper White. It's 4 1/8 by 5 3/8. It's the regular weight. I have a piece of Night of Navy, which is 4 1/4 by 5 1/2, and a standard card base, which is the heavyweight, which is 5 1/2 by 8 1/2, scored and folded at 4 1/4. Okay, I'll set that up here so it's out of the way. I'm going to be using my piercing mat for stamping on. My piercing tool to poke some of the pieces out of the dies. Tombow multi-liquid glue, stamp colors, balmy blue, and Night of Navy, or ink colors. And then I'm going to be using 3 of the little Diamondies crystals. 1 large one and a couple of the smaller ones. Okay, well, let's get started. I'm going to run this piece of balmy blue with these 2 dies through my big shot. And then I'll do the same with the glimmer, what's it called? They call it something, sparkle glimmer paper. And this piece is just a scrap, but it's about 4 inches. So you could use a 4-inch square. I probably only need to go through once, but let me double check. Just flip it over like this. Obviously I just need to do it once because they're falling right out. There's that one. Yeah, that one's done too. Okay, good with this piece. Alright. Put it in there for now. Alright, now we're going to do this sparkly glimmer paper. And I'm going to try to do all of these at once. Might have to go through a couple times this one because my plates are pretty warped, but this machine is awesome. It really only takes one pass, maybe two. That's without any extra shims, which is pretty cool. These on here, they're not overlapping. The top plate on. Make sure it's not biting anywhere and it's not hanging over the edge. And crank it through. Wish my table wasn't so wiggly, I'm sorry. And I'm going to come back just so it's easier to get it out. Alright. Ah! Where'd it go? Just dropped a die, I heard it fall. I'm going to put you on pause real fast so I can find it. Alright, all is good, found it. Alright, now let's poke out all these little pieces. A die brush would be great. Works really well. So now, this particular one. Just kind of comes out very nicely. And to bring my trash can over, so I'm just gonna go off screen for a minute, sorry. Poke these out real fast. Basically just doing that, and they're all coming out. This paper and this machine cuts really nicely. I mean, I could poke it this way too. I should have probably cut one out prior to the video, but I was just too excited to start to do that. Glitter mess all over my desk. That's alright. As long as I get it cleaned up before dinner, we're good to go. It's also my dining table. That's why I say that. Okay, so I got that one cleaned out. Oops. One in there still. There we go. So I'm going to put this up here. And put these little pieces as I poke them out onto there. This one's got just a few little pieces. One of them slid a little bit, so I won't worry about that one unless I hide it underneath, which I could do. And there's this one. One more. Sorry about this wait. I really should have had all this done prior, but like I said, just made the card and it's like, oh, that's a cute one. I want to show this one. Okay, so I've got all my die cut pieces. So let's place those aside over here so they're out of the way so I can do my stamping. Alright, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to take this piece, it's all the little falling snowflakes. This one. In the balmy blue. And I'm going to stamp it a couple of times here. Stamp it up here towards this top. Ink again, stamp it over here, a little bit lower. And then down here. Okay. Then I'm going to take the other little snowflakes. These ones. And I'm going to make it so those don't have those harsh edges. I'm just going to stamp around a few times to soften those hard edges. And I want to go up into this corner a little bit too. So I'm just stamping around where we already stamped so it doesn't look like boxes, it just looks like a heavier cluster of snowflakes there. I think that's good. Alright. Down here at the bottom, I'm going to take the Night of Navy and I'm going to stamp the sentiment. It says, "Sending a blizzard of wishes for a wonderful season." And it's down here at this bottom corner. Perfect. Alright, let's close up the ink. We're done with the ink. Alright, now we're going to take our big glittery snowflake and this blue one, and we're going to glue those together using the Tombow. And I forgot to bring over my dimensionals because we're going to need a couple dimensionals. And I'm just putting a little glue in the center and a little bit on a couple of other spots. I'm not putting very much, just a little bit, see? And this is going to glue right in the center of this one. Kind of matches. Just got to hold it a second because the glue doesn't like to stick to the glimmer paper too well. It will, just takes it a second. Alright, put that aside. And then I need my snips. Right at this flower here, we're going to cut this apart because I want it to be up here to be a little bit longer. So I'm cutting so it looks like that snowflake is still has a petal. Okay, so this one will go up here. This one will go down here. Okay, we can glue those down. Just a little bit of glue. Oops, I got a little too much. Let's see if we can spread it out. See what I'm doing there? Alright. Like that. Okay, then I need dimensions. I forgot to bring over. I need a couple for the back of the large snowflake. Just a couple. Doesn't need too many. I just want to make sure they don't show through. Okay, then this is going to get adhered here. And I just kind of turned it until I liked so that I could see all the snowflakes a little bit. Alright, then these little snowflakes, I scattered a couple around. There's a couple different sizes of them. See, these two are the same, but they're a little bit different sizes. That's what I put on the first one. So a little dab of glue in the center. Put one down here. Put one over here. And then I have another one. We could add one more up here. Oh, we don't really need it. I think I'm just going to leave it off. Okay, then I'm going to take the what are they called? Basic jewels. I didn't take one of the big ones. Goes in the center of this one, and then two of these smaller ones, one for this snowflake, one for this snowflake. Okay, those can go back in there, and we just need to mount it to our card base. A little bit of glue on the back of this. Again, less is more. The less glue you have, it'll stick, but it won't leave those ridges, and it won't ooze out. Alright, so we got that adhered, and then this will go on here. Night of Navy. A little tiny frame around it. Now if I thought about it, I could have cut something out of that, so I saved myself some paper, but I didn't think about it till just now. Alright, well there's our card we just made. Here's the one I made earlier. It's really pretty. It's quite elegant. And thank you for joining me at my craft table today. I hope you have a great rest of your day.